Welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, welcome back to a very echoey car park. We start today's video introducing you to, yes, you guessed it behind me, the Audi Q8. Now, I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these cars for a long, long time. I'm super excited to get behind the wheel of it. I've now had it for about 24 hours, and I'm excited to show you guys around it because it is absolutely, it is great. It is great. I'm going to get on to why. But it is a really, really cool car, and it has surpassed my expectations. I expected good things from this car, but I'm going to get in it. We're going to have a little walk around, first and foremost. I'm going to show you the bits that I like about it. Then we'll go for a little drive. So let's go and have a little look.
Hello. So here we are with an interruption to the video. Today's video is actually brought to you by Vikings War of Clans, ladies and gentlemen. What is Vikings War of Clans then, I hear you ask? You are asking at home already, I can hear you. It is inspired basically by the top strategy and RPG games of the 90s. It's got absolutely unbelievable graphics. What's so cool about Vikings War of Clans then? It actually gives you the opportunity to choose your own playstyle. There are over 20 million players worldwide online, which is just bonkers. 20 million people, that is a lot. That's like, how many people is that? I mean, I'm trying to put that into... It's a lot of football stadiums. I was trying to do some maths and I failed there. And these 20 million people are actually constantly changing and evolving the game as they play. So it's constantly developing. It's chaos. It also makes it extremely addictive. And the graphics, as you'll probably be seeing by now, are absolutely unbelievable. Support my channel, download Vikings War of Clans for free, and you'll get 200 gold coins and a protective shield. The links are below, make sure you go and check it out. Get downloading, as I say, it's free. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back on with the video. Should we get back on with the video?
Let us.
Very well then.
Walking up to it then, we see the very familiar Audi grille. Oh dear. Hopefully none of you saw that. Anyway, walking up to it, we have the very familiar Audi grille here, but with a very new kind of silhouette to it. So it looks like a standard 4x4, but when you come round, you get a bit of a sportback. Sorry, what?
It's nicer, isn't it?
Anyway, walking around it, you've got a slightly more like sportbacky type silhouette to it. It's not your typical boxy 4x4. And coming around the back here, and you may well notice that we're over a minute in, and I have not mentioned it looks like the Lamborghini Urine yet. Anyway, coming around the back here, we have these very cool LEDs, and these, you will have seen in the opening shots, these do some sort of little party trick when you turn on, and they are seriously cool little LEDs in here. I don't know if you can pick that out. They are very, very, very cool. It's one of my favourite bits of the car, and arguably it does actually look better than the Lamborghini. I'm going to call it the Urus, actually, not the Urine. Looking down here then, this I believe is the Vorsprung package, one of the kind of the launch editions of this car. So it has got the same wheels as the RS6. Is that going to focus? Is that going to focus, ladies and gents? There we go. It's got the same wheels as the RS6 Performance. I believe these might be a tiny bit bigger. I don't really know at this point. But it's worth noting that this is the entry level. This will probably be the base engine and the least interesting version they're going to make of this car. But even so, look at it. It is really, really, really cool. Obviously, it's got chrome trim and whatnot, and many of you will be shouting at your screens now saying, "Dechrome it, wrap it matte black." But, and when we go inside, this is when it gets really, really cool. And as you can see, there are no pillars around the windows either. Very unusual for an SUV type car. Coming inside then, you will all recognize it from the Lamborghini. With very good reason. The Lamborghini is an Audi. This is actually the car that the Lamborghini is. The Audi isn't copying the Lamborghini is just made by Audi. So that is why this is all literally exactly the same. And the story in here is a very cool one. The interior is absolutely amazing. Audis know how to do interiors. BMW, I hope you're listening. and there are very cool LEDs all over the car. Much like my G-Wagon, you can customise the colours of these LEDs all around, from the footwells to the surface touches and all around it. This particular car has got the Bang & Olufsen stereo. Is it Bang & Olufsen or is it Bose? No, it is Bang & Olufsen. Very, very cool. You've got flat bottom steering wheel in there as well. But anyway, looking around as well, we've got bucket seats. There is no sunroof in this particular model, but I believe you can option a panoramic one. And the LEDs in the back extend, but we've got the quilted bucket sports seats type thing. I don't know what they're called. But all in all, a very, very nice place to be. Everything works very well. Actually, one of my favourite bits, let's get in here. One of my favourite bits in here is the touchscreen. If that's going to focus. The touchscreen responds with a really, really nice click. I know that sounds like a stupid thing, but the whole screen kind of dips in a little bit. It is cool. So we're in the Q8. We're going for a drive, aren't we, lad?
Yeah, driving.
We are going for a drive. As I was touching on before we got in the car, this is probably going to be the base model for the Q8. The other variants to come after this one, I would suspect,
RSQ8
will be. We'll get on to that.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't jump the gun because we're doing the basic stuff first. So this is a 3-litre TDI Quattro engine. Do you know what? I haven't looked at the stats. I haven't looked at the stats at all. You can go online, you can bore yourself with that. But I suspect it'll be probably 6 seconds or less to 60. And I can confirm that it absolutely shifts. This, by no means does this feel like the base underpowered engine. This shifts. It's fast. It doesn't feel like it's lacking any more shove than, say, the Wraith that I had on the channel recently. You know how to Wraith?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Wraith video?
I went in it.
You're in the Wraith video?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
It's a good video.
And I'm in the back eating a sandwich.
You are.
Oh, and veggie caterpillars.
Yeah, Ollie was in the front eating veggie Collins as well.
Yeah.
I believe you had a bag each at that point.
Yes. That can happen.
Budgets are high. So, anywho, the Wraith completely distracted me because I am in love with that car. Anywho, I can confirm that this thing absolutely shifts, and particularly mid-range on it is really, really good. It is fast. It's very fast. And obviously it's got Quattro, so it just sticks to the road. The thing that has struck me the most about this car though, and Archie, you will probably feel it driving around here, I know we're just pootling around now, but the way this thing feels to drive, if you shut your eyes and someone sat you in it, and for whatever reason you're driving around blindfolded and you didn't know what you were in, you would be forgiven for thinking you were in something like an S3 or an RS3 or an S1, because the way it handles, it doesn't handle like an SUV. And I believe, and I haven't driven the Urus, I believe that's what people are going on about the Urus. People cannot believe the way it drives and the way it handles for an SUV. And obviously this is built on the same chassis, it's pretty much got the same panel.
It's also got no fuel in it.
Of course it's got no fuel, it's mine for the weekend.
Okay.
But yeah, it handles unbelievably. The steering is very direct, there's no body roll, and it just feels like a very nimble small car, even though it's absolutely huge in here. You're miles away from me over there.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
And it's actually very comfortable. You got the sort of massage kind of seat kind of things.
Yeah, all the tech in here is absolutely spot on. You've got a massive digital dash up here with the kind of the nav in it, which Audi users will be used to by now. Hello, yes.
I'm used to that. I had an RS4 for 3 months.
And the R8.
Oh yeah, same dash. Actually, it's much newer than that.
And your Huracan doesn't have that digital dash, does it?
No, because it's a Lamborghini. But the digital dash has been updated from what I can see.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like an actual kind of.
It's actually gone up a level.
Fluid.
I've actually just noticed that.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And even the
crisps.
Yeah, I've gone back to a bag of blue recently.
Yeah.
Got off the Pringles because they're making me cough. But a bag of blue is making me cough as well now. Troubling dichotomy. So the seat adjustment and everything here is all touchscreen, and there's a very satisfying click, as I've already banged on about. Really, really good. Get out of the way! You may well have diplomatic plates, but you're getting a toot anyway. Chaos.
Oh, is that what that is?
Diplomatic plates, yeah. I think they can kill you and get away with it.
You're joking?
Yeah, they do what they want. Diplomats, they're like diplomatic immunity.
No.
They can just do whatever they want and then go and run into an embassy and they just get left alone. I think that's the... Yeah, let me know in the comments. Have I misconstrued the scenario? The D on number plates, what does that mean?
I don't know.
I've just kind of told you, but it might not be true. Anyway, getting back to
well, obviously what you just said, but I wouldn't have known before. Okay, carry on. More about the car. More
about the car. So what else to tell you about in here? Inside, God, Inside here, there's wireless charging. There is a few USB slots, the usual kind of stuff. But the fit and finish here is superb. And again, I am thinking that Audi have put the newer, better tech in this car, like the infotainment, as opposed to the Urus.
Yeah, obviously.
Because they did that with the R8 and the Hurricane, and I think they're going to pull the same stunt here.
Yeah. The Audi interior is very good. It is very good.
Yeah. Mercedes are doing very well with the interiors, obviously.
There's a few.
Goodness. Huawei has dropped.
There's a few that are behind in the old technology.
Oh God, are we going to go in a yellow box? No, we're not.
Yeah, there are a few which are quite far behind. We know.
What, BMWs, do you mean?
Yeah.
They are awful, aren't they?
Yep.
What an awful brand.
The interiors on them are shocking.
Really, really bad. I mean, they're great to drive, but they're just poo inside.
Going on from that point, they're new cars. Obviously, I had the M2, which is pretty bad interior, and on even making them newer, they've still managed to make it look bad.
They really have. I don't know. BMW, we're not going to get invited on any launches.
No, that's it now. Okay.
So who's on the list? McLaren, BMW, anyone else, any other brands that hate us?
No, that's it.
But you know what? We often get told in comments what we say online. That's what we actually think.
Yeah.
We're not one of these kind of reviewers that goes to reviews and just says every single car is the best thing they've ever seen. We're actually being honest. If anything, we should get invited to more launches because we're honest about stuff. But manufacturers don't want honest journalism. They just want praise.
No, but yeah, okay. Let's move on from this point because we're gonna get in trouble.
We're getting waylaid, but we're also being paid by the second, so on we go.
Thank you.
So price-wise, then, I believe if you over-spec one of these cars or spec it highly, I think they come to about 85k. And if you compare that, if you compare that to a Urus, which you shouldn't, because the Urus is basically a supercar in terms of performance, and this is just the diesel. The Urus is about another 100k on top of that. And if you pay any premium on it, then it's about another 120, 130k on top of the price of a highly spec one of these. I believe that these will be quite spec elastic in terms of if you spec it badly, it will look poo. So I strongly suggest if anyone's specking one of these wheels do look good. The red calipers look good.
Yeah.
I think this, as I said earlier, is the Vorsprung edition, which is like the first edition. It's like their launch version.
Oh, right, yeah,
it's quite
yeah.
highly spec. There's a few nice bits in it. I don't know the ins and outs, but it does look good.
Yeah, it is actually a really nice car.
I would personally dechrome the whole thing and try and rid the front plate.
Wrap it as well.
No wrapping, thank you.
Okay.
But overall, I would be happy getting one of these as a daily. Fuel economy, it said there's like a third of a tank, but there was like 160 miles in it or something like that, which I've never seen.
I bet you could just go for what, 600 miles and you'd be fine.
Yeah, you could.
On a tank.
Again, if you want stats, I mean, it's saying 29 miles to the gallon average, and we've just been around town in it. So 29 around town
compared to the
in
SVR,
a
which is
car that's probably nudging 2 tons. Yep. Yeah, compared to the SVR. Christ, that thing's terrible. The Wraith was terrible. The G63 is terrible. The SV is obviously terrible. The 911 I've got is good, actually.
I didn't realise you had one of them.
Yep. I'm going to put winter tyres on it, and there's going to be a whole bit of content on that. So I'm going to drive it around in the winter. I like that car.
What, so you don't reckon you can drive that car around and not in the winter?
What do you mean?
What's wrong with it now? Why can't you drive it like it is in the winter?
I just want to put winter tyres on it.
I know, but you can
Well, that's
drive
a
that
video.
car now like it is.
Yeah, of course I can. Because I'm just going to be sat in traffic anyway, so I don't need winter tyres. But winter tyres is content.
Right.
Yeah? Maybe
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
get an advert in there and get paid.
Ah, I see what you've done.
Yeah?
Makes good sense.
Why am I explaining this to you? This is your job.
Yeah, that is my job, to be fair.
Oh, Tesco, do you want to get a sandwich? You like sandwiches?
Sweets.
Yeah.
People are going to think I'm just really not normal. Anyway, please
I've
continue.
been thinking about it for quite some time.
What else?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you going in there or not?
Yeah,
no, we don't need
any fuel.
No, you got fuel. Oh, you don't have fuel, but that will still take you.
Miserable.
It will still take you 100 miles.
Okay, let's go find a wild bean.
Okay. Anyway, if you actually go and find one, there's actually go down here, go left, and head to. I'm not actually joking. Go.
Oh, there is a wild bean around here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't even know where we are. This is a long way from home. Long way from East London, lad. Long way.
That's the thing.
I find myself around here quite a lot.
Yes.
Quite a pickle, actually.
Anyway, anything else to add about this car? What else is there that you need to add?
I don't know. Just trying to think.
Tom. Take that off your ear,
Hello,
Tom.
Archie, I hope you're well. Just wondering if you'd like to take your Patek off your ear, please.
Oh, this is awful. This is actually awful.
Ollie, have we reached new lows here? There's a Patek on my ear.
Ollie, leave that. Please, can you actually leave it in and let people realise that when you mess up something, you say, Ollie, can you cut this? Can you cut that? Please leave this in there. It'd be great if you could.
It's all minutes.
Yeah, it's all minutes.
It's all minutes.
It's all minutes. And add now. That'd be, yeah, probably.
Get added.
Yeah, probably get a few more in there, and then you're fine.
Do you know what, actually? Oh, this is coming off. On that Wraith video, a lot of the comments were just saying we should just do like a podcast series. Basically, we just have different people in different cars, and we just talk about different topics. We just go for a drive, like
yeah, we're doing one tomorrow.
like carpool karaoke.
No, we're doing one tomorrow.
Except nobody will be.
We're doing one tomorrow.
Are we? What are we doing?
Yeah, in the SVR.
With Tony.
Yeah.
Tony will just be the guest every week. In fact, I might just give my channel to Tony and say, Tony, mate, you run it. I'm not going to do anything.
Perfect. We're just gonna me, you, and Tony are gonna go for a drive. And do you know what? I actually want to do that. Just have a half an hour uncut version.
You're going to have to cut
chat.
some of it. It's Tony.
Yeah.
He says some.
I just put some bleep screens in there or something. But anyway, this has been fun. I generally like this.
Yeah. So to conclude, then back to the Audi Q7, Q8, Q whatever.
We've done a whole video and you got to the end and back to the Audi Q7. Brilliant. That shows how much we know.
But it's totally different to the Q7. The Q7, your dad's got one, SQ7.
He's got an SQ7, yeah.
But this is a lot more of a like, sporty setup.
Well, it's not.
The SQ7's got more power, but this will handle better than the SQ7. It's on a different platform.
Okay, I'll give you a question. What also has the same sort of suspension as an SQ7? Bet you don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Ford Focus RS.
Bentley Bentayga.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Well, you didn't know. Crisps.
Oh yeah, I love crisps. These are really nice. Should you try and invoice McCoy's after this?
What? Very well then.
What is that? It's not Red Bull.
Multivitamin energy.
Drinking Red Bull affects your mood.
Does.
You eat too many sweets.
Yep.
It's affecting your mood.
Can do.
Okay, so we've got snacks. Let's conclude on the Audi Q8 then, shall we? Stop guzzling that, please.
Very cool.
Very cool. And in terms of competitors then, I believe Mercedes GLE or GLC, I get confused, is a competitor to this.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
I think this might have the edge, and I like Mercedes a lot. And Mercedes have the edge on a lot of other cars. But I think that in the bracket, I think this is a very, very good buy. And I'm extremely excited for the performance models.
Oh,
the
RS Q8. No, how would you call it? RS?
Well, there'll be an SQ8, and then presumably an RS Q8 if they went really nice.
Oh, it'd be SQ8, yeah.
And the RS Q8 will be a Urus trampler.
SQ8. My dad's got the SQ7.
I know, mate. Okay. So, hey, to conclude then, hopefully you enjoyed this pretty poor review of the Audi Q8.
No, I enjoyed it.
To be honest with you, I think sometimes it's refreshing to have the opinion of just, I don't know, just idiots really.
No, like a genuine review.
Yeah, I'm not going to go driving around the track and banging on about understeer and oversteer because who really cares? All you want to know is if it's
I care. Because you can't drive.
You don't care. I can't drive. Who cares?
Fine. You don't need to.
I'm a billion and it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
At all.
No.
Okay, now I can drive that.
I want to teach you around the track. Maybe we should start a series of
Do you reckon I'll be a good learner?
Teach TG.
Teach TG is a good series.
That is there. We got it.
2019.
Teach TG.
Teaching TG.
Teaching TG series. Done.
I was going to go for that, but you can't eat whilst driving, can you? I'd never do that. That does look good as well. Yeah.
More on that to come soon.
Yeah. Okay. Right then. Hope you enjoyed that. Oh, actually, no, hold on. No, hold on. You got to listen to this. This car has come from Whetstone Audi. No, this is important. This car has come from Whetstone Audi, so they are Around the M25, North London somewhere. So if you are, goodness me, if you are in the market for an Audi, then do go and check them out because their stock is sick. You will have already seen some pictures from their showroom on my Instagram, and particularly Tom there, his Instagram will be on the screen. Go and contact Tom if you want an Audi anyway, because he's a good lad, good strapping young lad. Is that a thing?
No,
I don't know why that's of relevance. No, but he's a good egg, so do give him a shout. He's a friendly face, and he knows his stuff. So anyway, big thanks to them for the car, and yeah, I'll see you again very, very soon. Okay, see you then.